Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, text number 34. Akirtim chavi bhudani kadayishyanti te avyayan sambhavitasya chakirtir maranat adirichyade, which means over and above, everyone will always spread bad fame about you. For a highly regarded man, such bad fame is worse than death, Krishna says. So enemies can be negotiated or bribe them or attack them. But if you are not sure you are going to win, then there is no point in attacking. You are only going to be the loser. So here, Arjuna is thinking the victory is guaranteed. He is confident about his power, his brother's power, and above everything, the Supreme Lord is in his chariot. So there is no doubt about the success. But what is the point to have little material enjoyment such as kingdom, right? Ammunitions and some great wealth. Killing all these people is meaningless. He was thinking like that. But Krishna is inducing him that, my dear friend, if you do not do, people will criticize you. Any amount of good things you do, people may praise you. Or sometimes they ignore, they don't even bother. But when you do bad things, not only they keep quiet, they spread all over the place. And they will have a nasty look upon you. And the Lord had different kinds of actions. And he performed various leelas. And he was glorified, he was criticized. He didn't care for all those things. Wherever he was abused or unnecessarily misunderstood his activities, such as Samantaka Jewel. When Samantaka Jewel was lost, taken by eventually the bear, Lord was actually criticized because he told Satyajit, Satyabhama Maiya's father, to deposit that in the Yadu's treasury house. He refused. So when the lion killed Satyajit's brother, and thereafter the bear took away the jewel, the Lord was criticized by Satyajit. Was very infamous action Satyajit did. Because Krishna asked him to deposit in the treasury house, Satyajit thought it must be a plot of Lord Krishna. Killed my brother and took the stone away. Like that, in so many kingdoms, the Supreme Lord was criticized for his dharmic duties. So what to speak of if anybody does adharmic duties? How they will be glorified? Only criticized more and more and more. So this criticism and glorification is the part of the material world. So you don't bother about that. In American saying, when a dog barks, caravan moves, right? Caravan is a gigantic truck. If a dog barks, wow, 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 how it will affect the driver and the truck. Similarly, if a dog barks at a moon at night, what is this? Glowing stuff, located far away. So he may bark at it. doesn't make any difference to the moon. So it's like that. Praise and criticism is a constant companion, some or other, even though they are in the two different corners. So one should not be bothered about it. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that don't worry about these kinds of actions of the people who glorifies you or criticize you. You be simply humble enough to accept all those things. Pranadavi sunishena taroriva sahishnuna. Just to tolerate. Trees and plantations, they tolerate all types of weathers and they don't complain. Sahishnuna means tolerate. So, like that, we have to just tolerate. Here, Krishna is telling such a criticism is going to come. Are you ready to tolerate? Because you are a reputed person. If you are a reputed person and you have your dignified commander-in-chief position, it will be very difficult for you, an ordinary man, to take these kinds of insults. It's bearable. But for you, I don't think so. So therefore, you shall fight. Indian Prime Minister, President, American President, or any kinds of high kingly position. Criticisms are always there. It's become so normal, they don't care for it. But because of doing some illegal things, the daily routine of criticism is always there. If you go left, they will ask why you went left. If you take right, they will ask you why you went right. So for anything that you do, people will criticize. People's mouth can be controlled by those people or respective person. We don't have control over others' mouth. So all that either put zip on our mouth and tolerate and keep quiet, or you just jump out and react. There is no point in reacting. So it's better to just keep quiet. So the Lord is telling him that you are a special person. An ordinary person can have all these things because you are an icon, right? Superhero in the society. You may not want to be criticized like this. On the other hand, you are on the battlefield. So if you don't fight, you lose everything. If you fight, you gain everything. So losing means more and more criticism. If you don't have money and power, who is going to care for you? Right? They know that you are powerful. But these two things are important. Even the material world nowadays, these two things are very attractive. They don't care for person's knowledge, person's detachment, person's qualities, person's dedication, surrender to the Supreme Lord. As long their pockets are filled up and they have some power, they are glorious. And you can actually see that. So many people, so many swamis have so much money, right? But have no knowledge, no chalchalan, proper behavior, but they are always glorified. Why? Because they have money. Because of money, they have power. This is what going on. So Arjuna is advised by the Lord that this is essential. You are a special personality. Therefore, don't withdraw from the war. You fight and gain. So, otherwise, akirtikaram Arjuna, infamy in your life, which will go for a long time. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.